Hello there folks, and welcome back to the Byzantine Empire, or rather Greece. And the game has technically already ended. The score is not being built up anymore, and I don't even know if we get achievements, but we're gonna try. We only have one more piece of land here in order to form Byzantium, and that's the Italian state there. Otherwise we might have to restart, try to do something different, but yeah, I don't know about this. I mean, we are in the Athenian League that we've created with the Americans, and the Pact of Rome is very strong, our former allies. But I've been thinking maybe we should attack the British. Now, it's a risky move, but by attacking Britain, they only have 3 ships apparently left. We'd be taking quite a bit of stuff. They do have quite a few divisions though, so that's worrying. But the Italians could end up attacking us at any moment, and then we'd be screwed. But at this point, we would be screwed anyway, I think. Like, yes, the US has a lot of power. They can totally crush anyone, but they don't tend to do much. So I think we might actually station a few divisions here and attack the British. Okay, so obviously, or not obviously, but I had a few sound problems throughout this recording, and it stops in a few places, so this is recorded after the fact. In the beginning there, I was just marveling over the fact that Indonesia is called Italian Indonesia, and I think it's kind of new. Here, some units were exiled in Austria, and I had to manually click them around, which bothered me a bit. And over here, what was I doing? Well, I think it had something to do with just checking around the Pact of Rome and seeing who we actually had to take out, or who was the biggest player and who I'd rather have on my side, if possible. I think we're just gonna set conquer Cyprus here as a war goal. It's gonna take 215 days. It's a lot of time, but yeah, actually, oh, what's this? In 28 days we'll be easing up conscription automatically. That's not good. That's not good at all. Shit. You know what? We'll just have to click that button and do that. Hopefully it just disappears after a while here. Our stability is also really high, which is nice to see. I guess it's because we're not at war. But yeah. So Italy is actually justifying against us, and there are a few days left in that. I just really hope that they don't use it, otherwise... I mean, best case scenario, we get pushed back quite a lot, and the Americans actually send troops and destroy the Italians and the Pact of Rome, but I have my doubts on the AI. So the Americans are calling us into the Chilean shit, and seeing that Rome or the Italians don't seem to be leaving the war, we're gonna accept this and go ahead and join the war against Chile. This also means that they're now in the South American coalition, of which Uruguay and Britain are part of, and that also means that we might be going to war against Britain without our justification actually going ahead and finishing. And back at it with the sound problems, but yes, we did go to war with Britain, and we activated our invasion plan. We prepared some nukes in the area. I think the moment I declared war disappeared. Actually, no, it didn't. It's because I was called into the other war. Right, I remember now. That's what happened. Uruguay has joined. Oh my god, it's the end of the world. Okay. Boom. Sorry. Oh, who wants to join? Peru wants to join our faction, so they'll be fighting Chile. And of course, I will accept. Alright, we have landed. Things look good. We just need a little bit more, a few more ports here to ensure our supplies, and I think we'll win this no problem. Actually, I just realized something. Where is your capital, Britain? Like, you've had so many civil wars at this point that I don't even know what you consider to be your capital. Is it somewhere we don't... Actually, wait. Oh, shit. I totally forgot. We have this front line we should push on. And you have stuff in Hong Kong. Yeah, I'm sort of curious. I want to know. Where is your capital? Is it in Africa? And the sound cut out here again, but the US wanted to send us 50 divisions, which is kind of weird if you think about it, but you know, so I didn't really have a plan for them. I just made an army group and stationed them, or kept them in the Americas. Over here, the invasion of Britain going pretty well. We nuked our way. It's kind of strange because I realized, where is the British capital? I don't even think it was London. The United Kingdom has had so many civil wars that its capital was basically lost to me. I have no idea where it is now, even after having invaded the southern parts. But yes, the United Kingdom capitulates, and somehow they still continue existing, which bothered me a bit, but I think it disappears eventually. Then we actually have a peace treaty showing up. It was a very quick war. I thought Uruguay would be a problem, but it turns out it wasn't. So here, also kind of weird, the sound seems to be slowly increasing. So it cut out in some parts and appeared in others, but basically I puppeted the United Kingdom. That's what I'm saying here in the beginning, and then I continue to say some other stuff. Screwed up. Botswana has been puppeted by me. Over here we have Rhodesia has been puppeted. We have Kenya having been puppeted. The British Empire, and Chile has also been puppeted. We've also seized a shit ton of equipment apparently. And most importantly, just look at all the stuff that we own now. Glorious, look at that. And even though we haven't restored the Byzantine Empire, we can do a triumph for the Levant. The Levant has come under our control, and we should reintegrate it into the empire in a glorious ceremony. What does this do? All of the Levant will now actually become core states. So all of this. Kaboom. Now, I don't know why this is an event. You'd think that the Suez Canal exists, and I don't know why I need to repair it, but you know what? We'll go ahead and repair the Suez Canal for a whole year. The Pact of Rome has significantly grown. Hopefully we can grow it even more. Or sorry, not the Pact of Rome, I mean the Athenian League. And really, I just want China to also leave that, because they're part of the whole crazy shit going on. Also, they're reaching out to France. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Guarantee the Hanoi route, French drill, renegotiate unequal treaties, one China policy. Alright, they have quite a ways to go in their tree, I guess. Oh, by doing the core integration there of the Levant, we just got so much new, fresh manpower. It's so nice. Although we are demobilizing, which is a pain, so we're actually losing recruitables. Good thing too is that even though we might lose Athens and stuff, we actually, since this is a core state now, or these regions are core states, we actually have extra victory points in the region, which means that if we hold it, then well, we don't probably surrender. I think the Americans are actually sending divisions to the front lines against the Pact of Rome. Alright, we're gonna wait for them to place themselves. It's gonna probably take a year, maybe. It's a lot of divisions that they have at their disposal. So we're gonna keep an eye on that, and then once we feel safe and ready, we're gonna do it. Well, I guess they are sending their troops back now. I mean, at least I evacuated the French border, and they have, yeah, they've definitely changed their plans. God damn it, America. I think the plan here is I'm gonna build a massive defense line. They already have forts all over the place, but we're gonna do the same in order to protect ourselves. In fact, maybe we should have that over. I don't know. We'll keep it here. I know that's an exposed position, but whatever. We're just gonna build it all along the front line. I'm so stupid. I don't know why. I've never tried shift clicking. God, so much faster. So many hours I've wasted. And here, another sizable chunk. Actually, this one is extremely sizable. I think I'm just looking at the troops, the American troops coming in and out of the region, and seeing that the Americans are actually stationing troops in Europe, which is always very nice to see. Over here, the Italians were fabricating on me, so I decided, you know what? Instead of them fabricating, maybe we should fabricate on them. Or did I fabricate on them? I don't even remember. Again, Italy claiming stuff on us. But we have a solid plan of invasion that might work. Just to look at the Athenian League versus the Pact of Rome, our former allies. Mostly... I was mostly worried about Hungary and Italy, I think, at this point. But yes, we actually finally do a conquest justification against Italy. And I noticed that they actually had that area in South America here that they took from the Dutch and British. Actually, no, we took that from the British. So they took the Dutch and French areas, I guess, at some point. Or maybe we took that from the French. I don't remember. But, yes. What was this? I don't know. Right. Maybe the faction map mode again. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that nice big blue. That's actually... Yeah. Sound's still cut out here, so I have no idea what I was talking about. It really bothers me that it's, in fact, the last episode, the glory episode, you know, the one where we actually finalize everything, where I finally have problems with my recording. Really rather stupid. Very strange, actually, what happened. But yeah, me just rambling on about how many nukes I have and how I'll nuke my way to victory if necessary. And in the worst case, if we declared war on the Pact of Rome and they did smash me, I was hoping that maybe the Americans would actually go ahead and liberate me. But you know, you can never trust the AI in this game. But at this point, the Pact of Rome is very strong, and I think I was willing to risk it all, but as long as I knew that the US was going to help me out, because this was iffy, very iffy. In fact, we might see here. Right, this is me complaining about the fact that if you have to build forts, it's kind of really annoying that you have to click on each individual province, but I think I hadn't discovered that you can actually shift. Actually, maybe I did. Maybe I talked about it earlier. But it's still kind of big, you know, and maybe that you should be able to do it state-wise, but at the same time I understand why not, because you only want a particular province and not a whole state to be fortified. So I guess it makes sense. I guess it, you know, it's not that bad of an idea. Here's me talking about how China is actually the really scary guy, because they have like 400 or 600 divisions. Europe is, compared to them, nothing, right? And in the meantime, we're just basically building up here. Building up our forces, building up our defenses, building up our plans of invasion. And, right, Malaysia actually decided to turn fascist. And I was hoping that maybe they'd join my faction. The thing is, they're completely surrounded by the Pact of Rome, as we can see here. So I thought, you know what, that's maybe not gonna happen at all. And of course they didn't. Now, I don't know what I was looking at here. I wanted them to join my faction, of course, but I don't think it... I realized that it was probably for the better that they didn't. Even though their resources are really nice. And then here... Right, the Suez Canal. That's what we were waiting for. Alright, the Suez Canal seems to have been repaired. With a tremendous industrial effort, the National Union of Greece has managed to repair the Suez Canal this morning, saw the reopening of the vital commerce artery into the Mediterranean after over half a year of intensive repair work. Glorious. And I think it's time to begin the war. We've actually created a new army here. That's going to be a mix of motorized and what's it called? Of course, armored divisions. We're going to try to smash Romania really fast. Might not actually work that well. We'll be on the defensive first, though. We're definitely going to lose quite a lot of Russia, I imagine. But hopefully we can do some damage against Italy or something of the sort. And the Americans can help me out on the defensive. Oh wait, Italy was the one that was ready to declare war. Right, not me. We still have 10 days to go. So this is when it actually happens. We have our justification, I think, on Italy. We're basically waiting for the canal to finish, I believe. Right, yeah. Here we go. We finally declare war on Italy. It's kind of annoying that that was also cut off sound there, but yeah. And surprisingly, the plans are going much better than I expected. Of course, we have a lot of forts on the front line, so we stay defensive for the most part. Romania doesn't join to begin with, and neither does Hungary. But basically, on the Italian front, things look pretty good in Slovenia and in northern Italy. I just look over here and I imagine that the Americans will be dealing with the Raj, and that our troops might be able to hold out our colonies in China. But it's not really theater I was focusing on much, which we'll return to later. Right. Yes. And again, just looking at the fronts, things look pretty good. And at some point, I think I'll start nuking my way to victory, unless I've already started doing it. But basically, we're going to go from like 130 nukes to like 10 nukes by the end of this war. I'm just going to nuke this shit out of Italy now. I'm sorry, Italy. You're a beautiful country, but I've got to win this. Atomic bombing of Rome. Rome's rapid growth in the past decade has been nearly completely undone by the attack. With the Vatican City also partially destroyed and the whereabouts of the Pope unknown, the event has horrified not only Italians but Catholics around the world. The Dutch are in the war. Okay, that's another extra front. Why are the Americans not... at least... okay, Brussels not doing much. Good. Luxembourg joined the war. Well... Italian East Indies. Okay, this is growing now. Oh, we are so close. The thing is, we can actually restore Byzantium during wartime, so this is it. Actually, we're also gonna move this line in this direction so that we can take Hungary. Looks like we've done pretty well against Romania. How's Romania doing in terms of surrender progress? Not... they're actually quite far away. We haven't taken the capital. And another cutoff. Right. I was so close to restoring Byzantium at this point. So close. But Crete was in the way. Italy held one victory point in Crete that was technically ours, so we had to go ahead and recapture that or surrender Italy. So it was a race between either recapturing Crete or surrendering Italy, which we were very close to anyway. So we really tried that. And here the Americans were actually nuking quite a bit, so it wasn't just we doing the nuclear dropping. Or I just assume it's the Americans. It could have been anyone else, to be honest. But yes, Luxembourg looking pretty big, and then Italy surrenders, and we'll see what that leads to. 1953, guys, and we have finally done it. I don't know if I'm gonna get the achievement for this, but we did it. Oh God. Okay. Wait, what? Why can't we? They still hold that. God damn it! I was so happy that we were gonna do this, but okay, let's do Triumph for Italy. The Italian states will become core regions of ours, and voila. I mean, it's a pretty even battle here. We actually have fielded manpower of 10 million. They have up to 10 million. They've lost a lot more, though. I guess, you know, we are the superior power. Austria's getting totally... It's just nukes everywhere. It's almost sad. I like how I said almost sad. Okay, we're just gonna take Crete here, back into our control, and then we should be able to form the Byzantine Empire. Oh guys, this has been a long time coming. We have reoccupied Crete. We are pushing against our former allies. How much war score do we have? We have 67% participation. It's glorious, but this is it. We can restore the Byzantine Empire. Is there any... No. We'll read this again. Having rid our old territories of the Turkish yoke, we can now with some propaganda claim our nation is the successor of the very empire the Turks ended 5 centuries ago. This heritage is sure to see our international prestige soar. Boom. Oh, baby. Isn't that beautiful? And I got the achievement. Oh, yes. And look at that flag. Look at that flag. So it's the fascist Byzantine flag. White and black here. Oh, that color. The purple has been restored, guys. I can't believe we actually did it. I mean, after this has been... What an adventure. What an adventure. Let's read the event here. Rise of the Byzantine Empire. Greek ascendancy has perplexed many military experts across the globe, but the results speak for themselves. In but a few years, the Greeks have utterly dominated the Balkans, reconquered Istanbul, and crushed any organized Turkish resistance in Anatolia. It seems that the ultimate conclusion of over 5 centuries of Greco-Turkish conflict has now been reached. To further bolster national pride, the Greek government has utilized historical continuity and styled their military achievements as Byzantine reconquest against the Turkic invader. As part of this propaganda, and in the midst of an extravagant ceremonial parade in newly renamed Constantinople, it was announced that the National Union of Greece has changed its official name to the Byzantine Empire. Let the reconquest begin. We sort of already have reconquered, look at that. There's only one thing left in this playthrough. I don't know though if we'd have to do it, but basically it's Egypt and Tunis. So of course we're gonna defeat Italy and the Pact of Rome here and finally finish this Let's Play. Oh, and the Athenian League also changes color to our color. It's just so sexy. Vienna's about to fall. I mean, who are the big powers that we actually have to defeat? We have to defeat the British Raj, Greater Hungary, China, Germany. Yeah, alright, that's quite a few powers. Greater Hungary has capitulated. Ah, glorious. Alright, so we just gotta have Romania, then we push into Germany, we take the British Raj, and then China. I think that will be... and that would be the end of them. Right, Romania's bugged in this game because they're always like capitulated, even though they haven't, but whatever. We just have to reorganize our units here and clean them up. Oh, our puppets, the Swiss have capitulated. Damn it. Oh, look at that population pool though, that we have now. 12 million? Glory be to the Byzantine Empire. Austria capitulates, glorious. The French Commune has joined. Alright. So we'll lose this region here, but we'll try to push into Germany quickly. And then I need to secure those flanks. And yes, another cutoff. Basically, this is a slog here. Again, I was talking about securing the flanks earlier. I don't really know what I was doing here. I was trying to cut off the Romanians and the Hungarians. I just kind of don't... I hate the fact that Romania didn't... Like, it was already pre-capitulated, so it's definitely buggy there. And the fact that even though you capitulate countries, their units sometimes stay around in other places, that also really bothers me. Like, even though they don't have any manpower, they can keep annoying you. But basically, make a large push for Berlin, because after all, Germany is the fear here that we need to take out, and France as well. The British Empire... Wait, what? I didn't actually get to read that. I guess you saw more than I did. But Gibraltar is ours. Rhodesia capitulates. And French... Yes, the French finally go ahead and capitulate. So that is about it, I think. And then we do an operation here. Or do we? I don't remember. The Netherlands have capitulated. Oh, we are so close now. Nationalist South Africa has joined. This is bad. This might actually mean that they are a greater power. No, they're not a big power. Good. And then we finally do a push from the west to the east through Germany. Again, I have no idea what I was talking about, but basically I think I was getting really annoyed at Greater Hungary here. Even though we had capitulated them, they got to retake their territory and like reamass their shit, which really bothers me, and I'd love to see some sort of fix for that. Like, I understand partisans, I understand, you know, like, units that go and fight for other countries, but that many units staying around, it's crazy. Oh, the Americans are landing in India. Hopefully that leads somewhere. The Raj does have quite a few units, not as much as China though. Really worried about China. They are a big threat to our power, but we're doing okay. Denmark has capitulated, so that's great news. I guess the Americans and the Swedes can clean that up on their own. We still have 52% participation. Things are looking good. We're way over time, but, you know, I think this is the final episode, so I am going over time. Oh, if I can eat all of this in the peace treaty, I will be a very happy man. I doubt it, though. The Americans are gonna... Unless they go for China. That'd be nice. Triumph for Egypt and Tunis. We will do that. Fantastic. I am so close to just ending this this series, though. Like, this kind of fighting here, late game, slow slog, I absolutely hate it. Spain has capitulated, and now we can start moving these units to Asia. I mean, we all know how this is gonna end. I'm gonna try to capitulate China here quickly, and we'll see how we do with the Raj, but I don't want to stay here too long. God damn it, I thought we had capitulated these people, but apparently they're back. Thankfully, we don't actually need to fight them unless they come close to our shit, so we're just gonna focus on taking out China here and the Raj. And it seems like we're finally out of things to research. We have one last thing there. Maybe, is there any tank stuff we've missed? One. Wow. Okay, the Germans or whoever's doing this are doing pretty well. So we've really got to rush this now. We're so close. Shibe-sama has capitulated, and now we can move our troops and destroy the Raj. Now, I have no idea what happened to my sound, but it disappeared there for a while, so I've lost a few moments here. But we've pushed into Delhi, that wasn't enough, so we're pushing into whatever remains here. Hopefully nuking Karat here will be enough to take it. Rangoon is also ours now, so they should... Yeah, Calcutta is the last one there. Boom! And the British Raj has capitulated. Oh my god, how I fucked up. I screwed up, guys. I clicked done before I was done. But our borders at least look, you know, they look okay now. Germany is an American puppet, so basically the Americans got more than they would have because I clicked done before I was actually done. I was passing the turn and then I misclicked. But basically, here we go. The Byzantine Empire is restored. The Americans ruined our borders, but we have most of the former Byzantine Empire. Portugal is the only thing that stands in our way. Parts of Iraq and Saudi Arabia there, but we do own Britain as a puppet. We've taken most of our stuff back, and Byzantium is restored. I don't really know what else there is to do. I don't know what the Americans took. They puppeted a bunch of stuff. We can actually take a look here. They've puppeted Germany, the Philippines, a new Mughal Empire, the American Raj, and a bunch of Chinese things as well. So that is that. I honestly almost can't believe we actually finished this. I'm really a little bit surprised, but we've done it. We are the Roman Empire basically restored. It's kind of a pity we don't have a decision to restore the Roman Empire, but here we go. Thank you so much for watching. This has been quite an adventure. I'd love to know down below what you want me to play next. I'd love to try something fun like this again, maybe a little bit shorter, hopefully next time. But in the meantime, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and again, I'm open to any suggestions and to any potential patrons who want to help me out in these dark times of YouTube. This has been Game Gapster. Thanks so much for watching. Farewell.